Hey everybody, welcome to the Ag in the Classroom with Ellis in Trego County. I want to introduce you to my friend here. This is Jody the chicken, and we are at Jody's chicken house here. You might think we're talking about chickens today, but guess what? We're not. We're talking about what chickens give us. We're going to talk about eggs today. Eggs are delicious and nutritious for our bodies with lots of protein, and we've got the chickens to thank. So we'll head into Hayes now because we're going to make a special trip to Hayes High. I talked to Maddie into meeting us down there, and we're going to do some pretty cool stuff with the Hayes High FFA.
Hey kids, so I'm here with the Hayes High FFA students. I'm going to have them introduce themselves, but I want to let you know that today we're going to talk about egg quality. So I want you all to pay attention to what they're talking about because you're going to get some worksheets that you're going to have to name the parts of the egg. All right, go ahead and introduce yourself, guys.
I'm Jalen Weilert.
I'm Mrs. Winter. I teach ag here at the high school.
And I'm Colton Ponstill.
And today we're going to be candling eggs. Now here we have white and brown eggs both, but we're going to candle the white eggs because it's easier to see. And what we're going to look for is we're going to try to tell the quality of the egg or how good they are. And those really main in three main areas, which we have double A, which is like the best of the best, and then just A, which is still good, and then B, which is not so good. So we're going to tell that by looking at the air sac in the egg.
All right, now I'm going to interrupt you a little bit. So why do we have brown eggs and white eggs? What's the difference?
Okay, the color depends on the type of chicken that the egg is laid from, right? So different breeds of chickens lay different colors of eggs. So the white ones are easier to see through because the shell and the coloring. So when we hold it up to candle today to look at the parts and also the quality, it's going to be a lot easier than if we looked at a brown egg, right? So Colton's going to demonstrate. We usually have to turn all the lights off because the whole goal is to see that air pocket in the egg at the top, and we want to see the sides because that's going to tell us our quality of egg. All right, here we go.
Good.
So this little, you see this little darker spot, that's what we're looking at. And the smaller it is, the better the egg is.
So we'll call this egg 1, and then we'll rotate and we'll look at another egg so we can give you a different look of the air sac. Okay, gotta find the right end where the air sac is, and then we're gonna find it again.
You can see it's just a little dark area right there. It's almost like a shadow.
Good. And another.
See right there.
Okay.
Okay, we see this right there.
Okay, and as we notice, if we change from like our first egg to this egg, we notice what? That it's probably got a larger air sac right there, right?
Yep, which that would mean the quality is not as good.
So this would probably be an A, if not a B quality egg.
So what kind of eggs do you find in the grocery store? Are you going to find double A or are you going to find a B?
Typically, you'd find a double A to an A. They
Okay.
say it's double A, but...
Okay, so Colton, let's see here. We have these white ones are the ones that we bought at the grocery store, and these brown ones are the ones that came from a chicken house, actually. So they're farm fresh eggs. I want to let you guys in on a little tidbit here. So these ones from the grocery store, you can see they're all just super clean. I mean, they've been washed, they've been sanitized. Now you can see on this egg, that's chicken poop. That happens because it's in the chicken coop. Also, the size difference. So here we have a bigger egg, and this chicken egg is a little bit smaller. It can be kind of hard to tell, but I believe these grocery store eggs that we bought are what they call large. I know they have like extra large eggs, which are gonna be a little bit bigger. What I'm gonna do is have our friend Colton here. We're gonna crack open an egg and we're gonna show you what the inside of the egg is, the parts of it. This is what I want you all to pay attention to very closely because this is what's gonna be on your worksheets. Do you wanna crack it or do you want me to?
You can crack it.
Okay.
Any difference? As you could see when we were candling the eggs earlier, the air sac is here in the bottom of the egg. And then in the egg itself, you have the thin albumin and then the thick albumin, as well as your chalaza, which holds the yolk steady in the egg so it won't bang around. And then as well, here's your yolk.
Well, hi everybody. It's Maddie and Stephanie back here at the office to talk about eggs and do our project today. Maddie, we had a great time at the FFA group.
Yeah.
We learned how to candle eggs so we could look at quality and whatnot. But let's talk about the eggs themselves. Why are eggs so cool? Where do they come from?
Well, chickens.
They come from chickens, is right. And you can see my chicken back here, although this is a rooster.
Yes.
Roosters are the males of the chickens, but the ones that actually lay the eggs are called
Hens.
hens. Very good. So let's talk about the eggs we have in our beautiful carton here. And we have some brown and we have some white.
Yep. So if you guys remember when we were candling eggs, we were showing you that we had brown eggs and that we had white eggs.
Mm-hmm.
The brown eggs were from, what's the lady's
Oh, a
name?
local farmer, Jody.
These are from her chickens, and then the white ones are what we bought at the grocery store. A little thing about eggs, so you see obviously that they're brown and then white.
Mm-hmm.
So they're laid by two different kinds of chickens. I only printed off pictures for you guys.
We didn't bring the actual chicken in the
So
office.
this is a white broiler chicken. They're the ones that lay the white eggs. And then the brown eggs are laid by these chickens, and they're called Rhode Island red chickens.
Okay.
Those are the two main chickens that you're going to have eggs from. Even if you see brown eggs in the grocery store, which you will see brown eggs in the grocery store, those are the two chickens that lay those.
The main ones.
Yeah.
Okay. So other than the color of the shell, is there any other differences in eggs?
No. So
Really?
all eggs are the same as far as quality. If you crack open a brown egg versus a white egg, they're gonna taste the same.
Okay.
There's no difference in protein, no difference in the yolks. They're still gonna be yellow yolks.
You're right. Now, farm eggs might have maybe a little bit brighter yolk, right? Is what
Yeah.
I'm told, and that's maybe because they're more. Some chickens are out on the grass more, and they may get some different
Yeah.
feed, and that would make a difference in that. But yeah, they're pretty much the same. So there's about 70 calories in an egg, and how many grams of protein?
6 grams of protein.
Okay, so if you want to eat a food with a really good protein punch, or maybe you're not a big fan of eating meat, eggs are a great way to get the protein that you need every single day. You did point out when we were at the FFA group that one egg had some yucky on it, like some chicken poo-poo and whatnot. Tell us a little bit about that. So we don't see that on the white eggs, do we?
No. So white eggs, well, these white eggs specifically are produced in a facility, not like an actual
Like a
hen
farm,
house,
right.
like a farm.
Right.
So these eggs are taken through, they're washed and sanitized thoroughly.
Right.
The chicken eggs,
Fresh.
yeah, they're fresh, come straight from the chicken. So that's kind of up to the farmer whether they're gonna clean them off or not.
But before we eat them, we should probably
Oh,
wash
yeah.
them. Yeah, make sure that way you don't transfer any bacteria
Yeah.
to the food that you're getting ready to eat. But
So, you were telling us earlier, or telling me earlier, that actually if you don't clean or like wash them or refrigerate them, that they'll last as long
Yep.
as if they're in the refrigerator.
Yep,
So-
they last a lot longer, these farm eggs do, if you don't wash them. So it's just, yeah, it's crazy, but pretty good stuff. Are you an egg fan, Maddie?
Yeah, I like eggs.
I do too. I like eggs. One thing, the quality or the thing about eggs that is really cool is eggs are used for a lot of baking. And so like this beautiful tray of cookies I have here, you guys might be seeing these pretty soon. But eggs are good for leavening, which means raising of the food. That's why they use them in cakes and breads and cookies and things like that. So really good stuff. They're also used as a binder, which means bringing things together. So if you like meatballs or meatloaf, you use eggs to help kind of keep the meat together and add extra protein to your food. So Maddie, go over our project we're going to do today, and then we're going to go cook some eggs because I need an egg sandwich this morning. So tell us what we're going to do for the project.
Okay, so the activity that I have for you guys is you're gonna make a rubber egg.
A rubber egg?
Yes.
How do you make a rubber egg?
Okay, so I have sent a clear plastic cup, 1 egg, and also some vinegar. As you can see, this is my vinegar tub.
So just white vinegar.
Yeah, just
Okay.
white, really any kind of vinegar.
Any kind of vinegar
Yeah.
work. Okay.
So what happens, so you're gonna fill this up so that your egg will completely go under. And so I'm gonna just put that egg in there.
So, but they're gonna put it in here.
Or, oh yeah,
So,
sorry.
Yeah, so you'll pour it in there and then put the egg in there in your cup. So you
Yeah.
can see
Yeah,
what's happening,
yeah, because
right?
we want you guys to see. So what the chemical reaction is the vinegar reacts with the eggshell, and the eggshell is calcium bicarbonate. So you'll see when you put your egg in here in the vinegar, there's going to be little bubbles all around the egg, and it's going to dissolve that eggshell, but it's
Oh.
going to keep the yolk,
Like the membrane,
yeah,
right?
everything intact. It takes about 36 hours for it to happen, so it'll take a little bit. You guys just watch it each day, and then once it's done, feel free, teachers, it's kind of up to you. You can take that egg out and you'll see that it's
Rubbery,
You
and
can-
each of the kids can feel it maybe.
Yeah.
So we're doing like a science project this
Yes,
time. Very
yes.
cool. And guess what? I'm gonna buy color tabs.
Oh,
So they can drop and make colored rubber eggs.
Sweet.
So yeah. So while Maddie was doing that, I was putting mayonnaise on my bread, which mayonnaise has eggs in it, and my bread has eggs in it. And now we're gonna go cook some egg sandwiches. I think that sounds like a great idea and a wonderful lunch today. So let's head into the kitchen.
Alright guys, welcome back to Ag in the Classroom. This is Maddie. I'm here to show you your guys' worksheets for this month. I hope you guys all enjoyed the eggs. It was pretty fun for Steph and I to learn more about what we actually use eggs for and where they come from. So, a little bit about the worksheets. Preschool and kindergarten, I've given you guys an egg that you can just color. And then also I've given you guys these eggs right here, and it's a symmetrical drawing. So you're gonna draw the other side of the egg to match this side, and then you guys can color it whenever you're done. And then first grade, I have given you an egg math worksheet. You can see I've done a couple of them here, 1 + 1, 3 + 2. They should be pretty easy for you, I hope. Second grade, I've given you guys multiplication eggs. So here again, I've done a couple. There's 10 × 5, which is 50. 5 × 3. This is not, neither of these are timed. You guys can just take your time on them. If you need any help, ask your teachers. Maybe you can work together in little groups. That's totally up to your teacher. And then also, first, second, and third grade, I've given you an egg to color, but there is a code. So you have here what looks like an addition sign. It says that any of those are to be colored red. Circles are pink. As you can see, I've done a couple here. Triangles are blue, so I colored that triangle blue, that one red. Pretty fun coloring worksheet, I think. And then third and fourth grade, if you guys remember when we were doing the videos, we told you to pay attention and listen to what parts of the egg there were, and this is why, because I have included a worksheet for you guys. So with this worksheet, you're gonna cut out these on the bottom and you're gonna glue them in. I did not do that. I just wrote them in. You're more than welcome to write them in if your teacher would like you to, but you can also cut them out. This first one that I did, if you guys remember in the video, Colton called this chorizo. Is not what it's called. It's called a chalaza. This gives you a little bit more, a closer up look as to what that is. And then I wrote it in there. And then 5th and 6th grade, I have given you the same thing, except yours is probably just a touch harder than theirs. It's going into more detail. It's explaining what the parts are and what they do. I've helped you out on this one. Pockets of air formed at the large end of the egg. If you remember, this is what we were candling for back in the videos. Caused by contraction of the contents during cooling after laying. So an egg is laid at the body temperature of the chicken, so whenever it's laid in their nest, then it's cooled. So that is an air cell. And then for 4th, 5th, and 6th grade, I have also given you a coloring worksheet. This is all dividing. So you'll go through and divide these, and then the number that you come up with is up here, and it tells you what color to color it. So like 10 divided by 2 is 5. So come up here, find 5, and it's green. So I colored it green. 22 divided by 11 is 2. So I come up here, find it, and it's red. So I would advise you all to do the worksheet and then go through and color them, but you're more than welcome to do it however you want to. So I hope you guys enjoy all of your worksheets.
Hi, Ag in the Classroom kids. It's Stephanie, and I thought we would do a little follow-up video to show you what became of our eggs that we put in vinegar. And here we have a container we put the purple dye in, and here's just a plain container. We set these for a few days. I believe you need to let them set for at least 36 hours, but they can go a little bit longer as well. If you leave the lid on your container, you may notice something. So what happens when you put an egg in the vinegar the vinegar is going to dissolve the hard shell, which is the calcium carbonate part of the egg. That releases carbon monoxide into the air. Well, we left the lids on, so our lids were nice and puffy and kind of cool looking because of all those gases that were being released by the vinegar dissolving that calcium carbonate. So you may see that if you keep the lids on your containers in your classroom. So let's go ahead and open up. We'll open up the white one without the dye. And looky here, guys. It is soft and squishy and kind of rubbery. It's kind of crazy looking. There's no shell left on it. The membrane is left intact, and it's nice and soft and squishy. So what a fun science project for you to do with your class. We hope you enjoy doing it. And just remember, the whole goal of this project was for you to get interested in eggs, and hopefully you guys maybe eat some eggs, if not every day as an egg, maybe you eat bread or like the mayonnaise I had earlier. Lots of different things have eggs in them, including the cookies that I'm sending to your classroom. So I hope you enjoy those. Remember, if you ate today, make sure you thank a farmer. God bless America, and we'll see you next time on Ag in the Classroom.
Jody, we really need an egg today. I need you just to pop one right here in my hand. 'Cause I need an egg. The kids aren't going to know what we're talking about if I don't have an egg.
This white string here is called the chorizo.
Colton. Chorizo's a Mexican sausage. That's a cholazo.
So what you got there, Maddie? You making us a sandwich?
Yes.
And you're gonna crack an egg into the skillet, right?
Yes, I already have one cooking, but I'm gonna cook another one.
Are you an egg making expert?
Yes.
Yes? That's the answer is yes. Okay, let's see that professional egg cracking. It's not cracking. Oh,
no.
all the way down the side of the skillet and onto the countertop.
Oops.
Way to go,
There
Maddie.
might be a couple shells in there.
It might be. That's your egg then. I don't have to say anything. I'll put some egg to it. Oh.
Guys, that was really bad.
Try again.
So I forgot an egg. Jody, I really, really, really need an egg. Can you just like give me one? I don't think they can give them on command, but I really need an egg. Without an egg, this is not going to be a good introduction for the kids. Can you just do it for me right here?
Don't tell my mom I'm gonna do this.
Jay, don't do that. You're gonna get salmonella.